Hello students, today we are going to learn about the chapter 3 working with MS Access. Here the version which we are using for MS Access is 2010. MS Access 2010. Okay, shall we start? Yes, let us start it. Okay, in this chapter we will talk about some new things which we did not know up till now in computers, such as the very first thing that we are going to learn today is a database. What is a database? Basically, a database is an organized way of storing information. What is organized way of storing information? Like keeping records in such a manner whenever we require we can call them back, we can see them back from first page, from the last page, from a particular for a particular information, such as if we are in the school and we want to see records of our previous year maths, how many marks we got, so like that a particular thing we can also ask from a database. You can think a database as maybe manual register. If we talk about manually, so it can be a manual register, the bank documents also, the ledgers and journals, and the shopkeepers also have their own bookkeeping records. So wherever bookkeeping comes in mind, that can be understood as a database. So here we can see clearly what is a database. Database is basically an organized way of storing information which helps us to manage and access large amount of data quickly and efficiently. So what is large amount of data? That means not only one or two or three pages of information. We are basically talking about thousands and thousands or lakhs of records which are kept together in a single piece of object or software. Here, for example, if we generally talk about the examples of database, we can have telephone diary, dictionary, employees records of any company or bank records, anything like this. So these things are basically known as database, but these database are manual database. They are kept in the form of registers or some bookkeeping records. But what we are talking about today is DBMS. What is DBMS? DBMS is basically database management system. Okay, database management system. So database management system is nothing, it's the same bookkeeping record system, but it is computerized only. Okay, it's based on computer. We do it everything from computer, and here we can modify the data. We can first of all store the data, and we can modify also, delete also, or we can do the queries also. What are the queries? We'll talk about later, but generally queries are the things where a large information is there, but we need only extracted information, a particular information, that is known as query. So these basic things we will learn in this chapter. Okay, so first of the thing is, what are the types of the database? Types of the database, if we talk about, there are basically two types of database available. The first one is a flat file database, and the second one is relational database. There are some other extended versions of them, but we need not. Up till our syllabus we have only these two types of databases. The first one is flat file, the second one is relational. Let us talk about the first one. A flat file database basically is a smaller kind of records. Means it is, though it is on computer, but it is not full-fledged database system. It is like kind of software. We can create small sort of list or something, like budget keeping record of our home, or just personal record of a student which he keeps at his laptop or system, like full years, a small record of his own only, not about other students. So small records where we can keep such type of databases are known as flat file databases, like MS Excel. But if we if you talk about the real database system, which is known as DBMS, then what is relational database first? Relational database is more extended than flat file. Here we can create number of tables. Number of tables means the table is basically the thing where we can keep the record of numerous people, numerous data, whatever we can store there. And even numerous tables also can be kept together in a particular database, and they can also be linked. That means one table is linked to another and one data is also linked to another, so whenever changes appear it can reflect to one or the other. So, and we can also share them easily, we can also create the links, we can also modify them easily. Basically whatever the basic things of a database, really a database, can be done easily with the help of relational database system. So there are some major companies which are having their own relational database systems, but we have in our course only with working with MS Access. That means we are having MS Access as our relational database system. So I think let us talk more about MS Access. What is MS Access? See, as we already know, it is one of the powerful RDBMS software. Okay, and we need not to install it separately, because whenever you install MS Word or MS Excel, that means you have to only install MS Office. When you install MS Office, if you don't go for the other options or selections, by default these 4-5 features or sub softwares of MS Office are automatically get installed, like MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint and MS Access. Okay, now if we talk about MS Access or even any other database software, the 4 basic things we need to keep in mind, which are always used in each type of relational databases. The very first thing is the tables. Which thing? The very first thing is our table. What is a table? A table is basically a group of rows and columns. Rows and columns means it looks like something like you know that primary kids maths copy sheet you have seen, which is having the squares or cells around. So same type of sheet type of page is there, which is known as table. They are basic building blocks. Why they are called basic building blocks? Because using them we can enter single data of a particular person, which makes one full record. Suppose I'm working in school and I want to store a new student's information. So what kind of information a student must have? Like, first of all is SR number, admission number, then after got admission, then roll number, class, section, mobile number, bus number, address, email, fee submitted. There are so many things to write. So these all things we can easily keep in different tables or even in single tables. Now what are queries? Queries basically there, like if we are using a database and suppose I want to see the database of class 8 student name is Abhishek, but database is full database. When you open it, it will open with each and everything over there, but we don't require that much. We only require a particular data, that is of class 8 and Mr. Abhishek, roll number 3 or something. So finding exactly small information that we require, not the full database, this portion is known as query. So query, basically query is what? The filtered data what we require from the whole bunch of data, which is known as queries. So not only asking for the data, we can also update some data or delete a particular record. That can also be done with queries. Now the third portion, third object of any database is the forms. What are the forms? Forms are basically some interfaces. What is an interface? Interface is a place or a page where you can enter some information which can be saved later on the table automatically. That means we will have a particular sort of page where will we ask like what is your name, what is your date of birth, what is your gender, like these basic information, and we just keep on filling. At last we click on submit. So what happens, that all information goes to a particular table in the database. So we can enter the information in tables in two ways. We can directly do it, indirectly we can insert the data in tables, or the better way is to use the forms. When we use forms, we can easily enter data into the tables, or even we can retrieve also. We can, if we want to see the data, see the records one by one, we can also do the same using forms. The last object which is very helpful in MS Access is reports. What is a report? Report is, means we have done, we have created a database, we have done some queries, we have entered data using forms also. So at last what is left? Suppose I want to extract the data of class 12th. How many students are going to give exam this year for board? So only class 12th information I'm asking. So if that information is asked in a summarized form and in a printable form, that means I can take the printout. We cannot take the printout of tables directly because it is, first of all, is not possible, and if it is possible, so it will not look good. It will look like a whole bunch of sheets, and then we have to find the record on our own using a lens or something. That will be very difficult for you. So better using reports, where we can do something like queries. Queries means something like queries. What means? To extract the required information, and the difference between queries and reports are the whatever information we required, we got it, but in a printable form. That means we can take the printout of that, so we can send it to others also. Okay, so let us move to the next part. Okay, features of MS Access. Every database software has its own features and qualities and properties. So the Microsoft Access also has. The first one is provides the facility to break large information into smaller parts. That means we are not going to create a single table for whole school database or whole bank database. We are going to create smaller tables and link them together so that they can work together to extract any sort of information. So the second one is provides queries and reports, that we already talked about, that it has a facility of having queries or having reports generated. The third part is very much important, data redundancy. This part here you can see data redundancy. What is data redundancy? It means duplication of data. The duplication of data means suppose in class 8 roll number 3 Abhishek is there, and again class 8 same section roll number 3 another Abhishek is there. How it is possible? How can be two Abhisheks of the same class having the same roll number? So if that is called the duplication of data. One record can only exist once in a database. It cannot exist twice. So this is the feature of the MS Access, that data redundancy is there. Data redundancy is not there, it is reduced. So we can believe, we can trust that whatever data is filled there, it is the only data. The record is the one only. No other person is having the same record. Next is provide the facility to create data forms. As we know, queries, reports, and here comes the form. So we already discussed about what is the use of a form. Then provides data security features and maintains integrity. That is related to that data redundancy. Obviously if data is not secure, who is going to use that MS Access or any other database software? So security is the main feature. We can use passwords, or we can even encrypt our data. And maintains integrity means whatever data is filled there remains there. It does not go here and there until unless we try to update or delete something. So it keeps itself there, and it can back up also. You can back up your data also. So the data loss is never happen if you do it in a proper way. Next is increases the efficiency, speed, and flexibility in searching and accessing information. As I told you, where to search or access information? Using Queries, yes. So if we are having queries, we can easily, efficiently, and with the full speed, we can search any data, we can access any data, we can update any data, we can delete any data if we require. And the last feature is facility of sharing the data, that we already discussed about. Sharing of data, everybody knows that whatever data we have, we can share it to the other. Suppose I am sitting in a Mumbai office of a particular company having some data and want to send Mumbai office employees detail to Delhi office. So it will be very difficult if I generate the report only, then take the printout, then send these printout using courier or some other way, then it will reach to the Delhi office in 5 to 10 days. No, not at all.